Welcome back to my Winter Kombucha series. In part 2, we're leaning into deeper, warmer flavors that feel perfect for the colder months: cinnamon, pomegranate, and vanilla. Just like part 1, I'm starting with a hibiscus kombucha base, then flavoring each bottle for second fermentation, or F2. These flavors are cozy, lightly sweet, and great if you enjoy kombucha that almost feels like a seasonal treat. If you missed Winter Flavors Part 1, orange, ginger, or mint, or my video on 7 essential tips every home brew kombucha maker should know, I'll link those below. Let's get into today's flavors. Second fermentation is where kombucha develops its flavors and natural carbonation. I'm bottling at about 75 degrees room temperature, and these will ferment for 24 to 48 hours before going into the fridge. Always remember to burp your bottles daily, especially with fruit-based flavors. First up is cinnamon hibiscus kombucha. Cinnamon is warming, aromatic, and perfect for winter brewing. A little goes a long way here. Too much can overpower the kombucha, so I'm keeping it subtle. This flavor develops slowly and adds a gentle spice rather than sweetness. It's a great option if you enjoy kombucha that feels cozy without tasting like juice. Next is pomegranate hibiscus kombucha, one of my favorite winter flavors. Pomegranate adds a rich color, tart-sweet balance, and pairs beautifully with hibiscus. This one tends to carbonate well because of the natural sugars in the juice, so I keep a close eye on it during F2. If you like bold, fruity kombucha with a little tang, this flavor is always a win. Last is vanilla hibiscus kombucha, which might surprise you if you've never tried it. Vanilla softens the tartness of kombucha and adds a smooth, almost creamy note without sweetness. I'm using a very small amount here. Vanilla is potent and continues to develop as it ferments. This is a great base flavor to pair with fruit or spices in future batches. All 3 bottles will ferment for about 1 to 2 days depending on the carbonation. Once the bottles are firm and bubbly, they go straight into the fridge to slow fermentation and lock in flavor.
All right, let's give these flavors a try. This is the vanilla, the pomegranate, and then the cinnamon. Gonna give it a slight shake. You can see the bubbles, but I burped these yesterday, so there's no real strong carbonation sound. Let's give it a taste. This vanilla really gives you that winter flavored taste. It really has a good vanilla flavor, which is great. Now let's try the pomegranate. This one is quite tart. This is the pomegranate hibiscus. This one is tart, more tart than the vanilla to me. The vanilla has more of a sweeter taste. This one is quite tart, but it's still good. And lastly, the cinnamon. Give it a slight shake. And let's strain it. Now the cinnamon gives it a really, really good winter flavor taste with the warmth of the cinnamon. Same with the vanilla. The vanilla gives you a sweeter warmth, and then the cinnamon just gives you the warmth and not as sweet. So I really do like the cinnamon, and I really do like the vanilla. I've made the pomegranate hibiscus before, but it's a little bit more tart, and it doesn't really give me that winter flavor that I envision in my mind, I guess, or envision with my taste. So if I had to rank these three based on flavor, I probably would put the vanilla first, then the cinnamon, and then the pomegranate. I wouldn't necessarily rank these based on carbonation, only because I have allowed them to sit on my counter for one day. I burped them yesterday, and then yesterday evening I put them in the refrigerator. So the carbonation I feel like is good. I didn't over-carbonate it. I could have probably allowed it to burp them and then sit on the counter another day, but I didn't want to over-carbonate it, seeing as how our house is pretty warm. So there you have it. I will rank these: the vanilla, the cinnamon, and the pomegranate kombucha winter flavors.
That wraps up Kombucha Winter Flavors Part 2. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, subscribe, and watch Winter Flavors Part 1 and my immune boosting kombucha recipes, all linked in the description. Thanks for brewing along with me, and I'll see you in the next video. May all your kombucha be delicious and fizzy.